Good morning and happy Sabbath, everyone. For your health tip today, we are going to call it Green Up. Now, we are so grateful that God has brought us through another 2021. This is our last Sabbath for 2021, as well as it is our last health tip for 2021. But we give God the honor and glory as we look towards 2022. So, my final tip for you is green up. Not only green up for the rest of the year, but green up for the upcoming year. You see, green vegetables and grasses are excellent source of antioxidant. They are also excellent in the category of foods that are alkaline. Now we know that when the body is too acidic, it is like a breeding ground for the diseases, especially things like fungus and yeast. So if you have an issue with any fungus related um, illnesses, such as yeast infection, athlete's foot, etc., you definitely need to make sure that your body is alkalized. And God has designed it in such a wonderful way that the foods we eat can create such an environment. Here's a tip for you to remember: the greener, the better. You see, green leafy vegetables are potent tissue and blood cleansers, and we want to make sure that whatever we use definitely cleanses the blood and builds up the tissue. So, what is that special thing in the green plant that is useful? Well, we all know it's the chlorophyll. You see, the chlorophyll is a pigment in the plant that constitute the greenness that makes the plant green, and that is what helps. You see, the structure of the chlorophyll molecule is very similar. It's actually almost identical with the exception of one element. In the plant, it's magnesium, but in our blood cells, it is iron. Chlorophyll can build hemoglobin in blood, and this is why it is so vitally important. You see, chlorophyll is rich in antioxidants, and as a result, it can help limit the growth of many type of viruses and harmful bacteria. And we certainly want to put into our bodies anything that will limit bacteria and viruses overgrowth or growth. Now, chlorophyll and the green leafy plants also stimulates repair of damaged cells, and we want to ensure that our cells are in a constant state of repair. Why? Because oftentimes our cells are damaged on a daily basis. Now, the green leafy vegetables are potent against the damaging effects of toxic chemicals and radiation. And we live in a very toxic world, let's face it. Even in our homes, it is toxic because we use cleaning products that are toxic. The fabric that our clothes and other things are made from are toxic. We can't get away from some of these things, but we can help fight the toxicity in our bodies. Did you know that green leafy plants and vegetables also deodorizes and cleanses our tissues? And we most certainly need that. Why? Because when that happens, the offensive smells in on our body and even our breath is reduced. In other words, we want to do things that, when we go to the bathroom, we don't smell it after, or even when we're speaking. And green leafy vegetables help with that in a big way. So remember to green up. Green up your intake of foods. And how do you do that? Well, you include a big, nice green salad every single day. So let that be one of your goals for 2022, including a great big bowl of green salad. And of course, we know that salads needs dressing. It needs to be dressed up, but be very careful with that which you put on the salad for a dressing. Try homemade. Homemade is always best. Now, finally, you can also supplement that green salad that you're taking with things like barley green and wheatgrass juice. Those are good as well. So my encouragement for you for 2022 is to green up why we want to ensure that our body's built up to fight whatever comes our way. God bless you. Happy Sabbath and happy 2022.